How's it going?
Good, good.
How's your group doing so far?
Doing well, man. They're doing all the things we asked them to do. They're practicing hard, practicing with great intent. So, I can't ask for much more.
Who's kind of standing out to you? Who's been making leaps? Just your overall impressions on kind of the guys.
All those guys bring a different skill set. So everybody's one thing that one guy's not good at, another guy may be good at, or not as good at. I won't say not good at, but all the guys are different and bring a different type of skill set to the table. I can't say anybody has stood out, above all the rest. But they all have been well. I have a good group. We are fortunate to have a good group. So,
looking at your background a little bit, Navy you were a kick returner as well as slot back. Do you kind of see Keegan Jones almost? Do you see yourself Keegan Jones a little bit just because of the way, some of the different things he can do on the field?
Oh, for sure, most definitely. Keegan is a smaller guy like myself. I was a little bit smaller back then, but probably more similar to Keegan. He's a fast guy. He was a track guy in high school, which is what I was as well. But yes, I definitely could see some of the things that I was asked to do at the Naval Academy, and the things that I was good at, things that I worked good at. Keegan is better, but it's a similar skill set. But he's faster than I was. He's quicker than I was. So yes, it's very similar to what I did when I was a player at Navy. The skill set that Keegan brings.
What are your first impressions of Cameron Jones?
He's a big kid, a large human, a large running back. He's very strong, and he's a worker. He's gonna work. All good impressions.
Do you think he'll be able to fit into the rotation this season at some point, maybe?
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so. He does. Like I said, he's big, strong, and he can get you 5 yards. And that's halfway to a first down. So that's all we could ask.
And then how about the transfers, Frias and Berger? Where are things at with those two guys?
Both of those guys have been great additions to the team and to the group. We're still working, to get Jalen a little more acclimated because he got here late. But he's great in meetings. He's great in the walkthroughs. He knows everything. And Anthony Frias has been full go because he got here early in the summer. He's been a pleasant surprise. He's working the guys. He's challenging the guys. It's a lot of he's added competition to the room. So very impressed with both of those young men.
Coach Foster didn't hide that he wasn't thrilled with TJ Spring. Have you seen him kind of bounce back from that and take a step back to kind of close to where he was previously? I know you weren't here previously, but he was kind of the guy before. What have you thought of him, this summer and right now how he's playing?
Yeah, man, TJ's working hard. Literally, I'm looking at him right now, work hard after practice. So he's working hard to make sure his body is right and he can take a load if asked to do so. So from spring, I'd say he at this point in spring this point in fall camp compared to spring camp or weekend, he's done better.
TJ's always been kind of a quiet guy, at least with us. So are you encouraging him to be a more vocal leader as he gets more experience?
Oh, yes. I encourage him and encourage all the guys to be like that because my group, he's not the only one. My entire group is relatively quiet, pretty quiet, the whole group. I'm not exaggerating. So him being an older guy who's been here for 3 years, who's played a lot of football, definitely putting that on him to be more vocal, to show the guys, tell the guys, especially since we have a few new guys, show them how we do things at UCLA, be more vocal. But again, my whole group is like that.
Is that a running back thing? Because Coach Foster's kind of quiet too, right?
I don't know. I'm not that quiet, so I don't know. I don't know. It may be a West Coast thing.
Okay. All right.
They're quiet, but it seems like that room is really competitive. So how do you see that competition manifest in practice on a daily basis?
When one guy makes a run, another guy wants to make a long run. One guy gets a good catch at 7-on-7 or 1-on-1s, another guy wants to get a good catch or a block. Like they grade themselves on blocking as far as what's a better block, versus another block. So everybody wants to kill the defender when they block them, but you don't have to kill them, just block them. But they compete in every facet. They compete getting on the field first, from the start, getting on the bus, getting on the field. They compete in every facet. So it's a good room. It's a good culture we have here. It's a team-wide deal. It's a good culture we have here at UCLA.
We saw Anthony Adkins. He was the guy at fullback in the spring, and then he had an injury. Is he fully back from that? And who else is kind of contributing at fullback?
Yes, Anthony is 100%. He's back. And right now he is the guy. He has done well. He has practiced with great intent, practiced hard. Is taking on that role, is taking a lot of ownership. And then the other two guys, transferred Leo Kemp from San Diego State. He also has been a great addition. And we have P. Barrio, who came over from the defensive line in the spring. And all those guys are good. They all own their role. They all want to play fullback. So that's a good competition as well. But Anthony has been great this fall.
With Coach Bieniemy's offense, do you see the fullback playing a big role?
I mean, there'll definitely be some role.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't make the position of it. We wasn't going to use them, I hope. So yeah, there'll definitely be a role for those guys, and they're excited about it.
How much of your Marine background have the guys seen so far?
I think just
how much of that influences what you do?
I'd say subconsciously a lot, because I am, like I said, not a quiet person. I am vocal in the Marine Corps. You see something, you say something. So that's what I do. There's no secrets around here. It's football. We got to talk. So I'd say that's probably the biggest thing they see, and just the pain is weakness leaving the body. That's one of the sayings, one of the mantras of the Marine Corps. And I've never said that to the guys, but that's how I think. We just have to fight through. We have to do hard things in order to be able to do it on Saturday, naturally. Let it become second nature for us. And practice is hard, camp is hard, but that's football, that's a sport, just the life we chose. Just like the Marine Corps was the life I chose, and many other Marines and service members.
You were here previously as an analyst, and then I think at the start of the year you were originally going to be going to San Jose State. What is it about the lure of coming back to UCLA that maybe kind of had you change your mind and want to be under Coach Foster's staff?
Oh man, when I was here before with Coach Kelly and those guys, and Coach Foster was the running backs coach. As an analyst, I got to assist him, and so we developed a tight relationship. And it helped that I had been here only 2 years prior, a year and a half at that point prior. So I knew a lot of the players. I love LA. What's not to love? I mean, and this is a great place to be. I mean, it's UCLA. It's UCLA, one of the best schools in America academically, one of the best athletic programs in America, and one of the best football programs. We get to play in the Rose Bowl. That's the lore right there. It is what it is. It's like it don't get no better than this.
Another former running back who's not quiet, Eric Bieniemy. What's it been like? We've asked the players about what it's like to play for him, but what's it like to coach with him?
Oh, it's not much different than we get the same energy that the players get.
Okay, but he doesn't yell at you, right?
We get the same energy that the players get. It's just he's always on. I mean, Coach Bieniemy he's had a long history of success as a player, and as a coach. And I don't think it's any coincidence that the way he operates and the way he goes about his business, that he's seen some of the results as being parts of teams, being involved with those teams. So I love working with Coach Bieniemy. We're probably a little bit more similar than some other people. He's from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. He's a running back. I'm a running back. And again, we see something, we say something. So I really enjoy working with Coach Bieniemy. I love it.
And how does that collaboration of ideas work with not only Bieniemy but Foster himself also being a former running back? Are there any points where you guys maybe have differences of opinion, and if so, how do you guys kind of come to a consensus agreement on something when things like that happen?
Well, I think just like anything else, you do trial and error sometimes, and other times, everybody voices their opinion and their reasons behind their opinion, and then we'll, reach a conclusion, reach an answer, what we think best fits for whatever situation it is. So we all work well together.
You handle the running back rotation during games?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so. Yes. Yes. I think so. I don't know.
All right.
Do that practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys had a chance to do much short yardage stuff, and what's kind of the emphasis there?
Short yardage, the emphasis is to gain yards, to gain the short yards that we need. It's plain and simple. It's nothing crazy, nothing earth-shattering. We're just trying to gain the yards that we need and we want.
Has anyone stood out in those situations at this point?
I'd say the entire offense, the offensive line. Everything starts with them, and those dudes been coming off the ball. And they've been competing with it. We have some good defensive linemen, especially that guy in the middle. And those guys been competing and coming off the football, helping us get those yards. So, yeah, it's been good. Been good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank y'all. All right.